a.m. morning show. It's her series on YouTube where she boldly talks about anything that is on her mind and having the freedom to do that. We know we launched this season 5, and I looked up the number 5, and it represents freedom, curiosity, and grace.
Oh.
And those are all the things that we wanted to infuse into each and every show. How do you define freedom at this point for yourself?
Oh, honey, freedom is me showing up exactly how I am. I'm in this world exactly the way I came in.
Yeah.
People were telling me, Madison, don't get to Hollywood where you forget yourself. I'm like, honey, Hollywood got to catch up.
I know that we talked, the last time you were on, we talked about family and friends. Your mom is here.
Yes.
Miss
Hey, Mama.
Mary in the house.
Hey,
And listen, both of our moms' names Mary.
Oh, yeah?
And both of them are clearly criers, because I see your mama clutching the tissues in her hand, crying because she is so proud of you. Not just to your point that Hollywood has awakened and you're doing so many things, but that you're speaking the truth and speaking up. Over the summer, a series of viral comments all over the place attacking transgender women. You spoke up in the article that we mentioned. You said, I am not trying to replace any female. I'm not trying to take away any woman's right to be a woman. I'm frustrated. I am hurt. All I'm trying to do is exist.
That's it. That's it. And I think that is true for all trans people, trans women, trans men. We just want to exist, you know? And I think that people get to this space where they don't see us as human, and they try to dehumanize us. And if you can dehumanize something, you can make it bad.
You can destroy it.
You can destroy it. And you can use it as a political ploy. Because I do think that a lot of times, so many things that have made clips of trans people go viral, they use it as a political ploy. And they do that because, you know, they want our votes. And they know that our votes are important. And I say our, as black people, black women, they want us to vote against ourselves. And so they take something so small. We're a very small part of the community, and they make it a monster, and they put fear in people, and then they say, all right, well, we'll protect you from these people when the people need to be protected from them. Because, right?
Well, I want to point out something real quick to your point. In a 2022 Pew Research report, they found that somewhere around 60% of U.S. adults say a person's gender is determined by their sex assigned at birth. That number is up 56% in 2021, 54% in 2017. So this constant beating down the drum on social media is making a negative number go higher. And you're wondering why this negative view. It's because, to your point, and I know my team believes I'm very conspiratorial, we're being fed a steady diet sometimes of hate.
Yes.
And that same study found 8 in 10 U.S. adults believe that at least some discrimination against transgender people exists. So you believe that there's discrimination that exists. Why wouldn't you stand up for those who are being discriminated against?
Right. And especially as people of color.
As people of color. And you make that point that you've made a specific plea to the black community. You said, I would hope that the black community would actually sit down and have a willing openness to learn. And the reason being is that since 2013, over 85% of victims of violence against transgender and gender non-conforming people were people of color. 85% of the victims are people of color.
Yes.
That is a staggering number. And we are seeing it, and you are one of the voices that are saying, listen, we got to wake up here.
Yes. And it is important that we wake up because we are on the same side.
Because also you have been afraid for your life.
Always.
So you're not just speaking these words out. There are times in your journey where you have been afraid for your life.
I'm still afraid for my life. Even with me being a star and going out on Beyonce's album, my own show, I'm still afraid for my life because, especially with me being so vocal about, you know, trans issues and trans rights and the unification of black people, I'm afraid sometimes that I can be hurt. My mother is always somewhere praying on her knees, crying and saying, boo, maybe you shouldn't say this, or boo, maybe you shouldn't say that. I'm like, Mommy, it's put on my heart to say it because I need to, because they're listening to me. Now, we have great leaders like Laverne Cox, Angelica Ross, Hope Giselle, like all these women that speak, you know, so eloquently about it. But I'm hood.
I started crying on this emotional speech, and then you make me laugh.
I'm a hood, Tamron.
You think?
And I need to let them peoples know.
I love that you feel you need to tell us that.
Yeah,
We can see, we got the eyes, and I love it.
need to let them know. Now listen, you may play with them like that, but you gonna have a time on your hand trying to get rid of me.